My friend, let me reveal to you a truth so heavy that most men never dare to face it. The greatest tragedy of life is not death itself. No, the greatest tragedy is to die while still carrying inside you the dreams you never lived, the songs you never sang, the books you never wrote, the businesses you never built. Have you ever walked through a graveyard? Rows of silent stones, names carved in fading letters, but beneath that silence lies untold wealth. There are inventions never created, ideas that never took flight, visions buried in fear and hesitation. The graveyard is the richest place on earth and the saddest. Think now of your own life. How many times have you said, "Someday I will. Someday I will start the business. Someday I will write the book. Someday I will follow my calling." Yet someday never arrives. It is always tomorrow, always later. And while we wait, the clock steals our time. Here is the painful truth. Dreams do not die because they are impossible. Dreams die because we delay them. And so I ask you with urgency, not gently, but with fire, are you living your dream? Or are you letting it rot in the shadow of excuses? For every day of hesitation is a nail in the coffin of your purpose. Do not let your dream become another whisper in the graveyard of lost possibilities. The time to act is not tomorrow. The time is now. There was once a man I knew, a man of vision. He carried within him a dream so clear that he could describe it in detail, the kind of business he wanted to build, the kind of life he longed to live, the difference he ached to make. His friends admired his imagination. His family praised his ideas, and he often spoke of what he would do one day. But here is the truth, my friend. One day never came. He waited. He waited for the perfect season, the perfect amount of money, the perfect partner, the perfect moment when the stars would align. And while he waited, the years slipped away like sand through his fingers. He grew older. His hair turned gray. His children grew up and left his home. And though his heart still whispered of his dream, his body grew weary and his courage weak. He reached the end of his days, not with fulfillment, but with regret. I remember the last words he spoke to me. If only I had started sooner. If only I had acted when the fire was in me. Now I am too late. Those words, "if only," are the most painful words a man can utter. They are the anthem of the dreamer who never became a doer. And here is the emotional punch. Regret weighs more heavily than failure ever could. A man who fails at least has the honor of having tried. But a man who never acts carries the torment of wondering what might have been. Now let me ask you directly, as a courtesy to your soul, how many of your own dreams are you postponing with the excuse of someday? Do not think this story is about another man. This story is a mirror. For every day that you delay, you are writing the same ending for yourself. And here is the curiosity hook. What would your life look like if, starting today, you chose action over delay? What doors would open? What strength would you discover? What destiny could you seize? The man I told you about left this world quietly, his dream buried with him. But you are still alive. Breath still fills your lungs. Opportunity still stands at your door. The question is not whether you can achieve your dream. The question is whether you will act before it is too late. My friend, you may wonder, why do so many men and women die with their dreams still inside them? Why do the vast majority never live their true purpose? The answer is not hidden. It is as clear as the morning sun. The first reason is fear. Fear of failure, fear of ridicule, fear of stepping outside the comfort of the familiar. Most people would rather remain imprisoned in the chains of mediocrity than risk the laughter of their neighbors. They mistake safety for security, not realizing that safety without growth is merely a slower death. The second reason is indecision. A man who cannot decide will never act. Indecision is the thief of opportunity. While he weighs the options, while he waits for more certainty, life passes him by. Remember this. Opportunities are never lost. If you do not seize them, another will. The third reason is lack of definiteness of purpose. A ship without a compass will drift endlessly at sea, no matter how strong its sails. And so it is with men. Without a clear, burning purpose, they scatter their energies on trivial pursuits and call it a life. Let me give you a story. I once met a young man who wanted success. He studied hard, worked multiple jobs, and always said, "I want to be rich." But wealth never came to him. Why? Because wanting to be rich is not a purpose. It is a wish. When I asked him why he wanted wealth, he could not answer. Without purpose, wealth is a shadow that vanishes when chased. Here is the emotional punch. People fail not because they are weak, but because they never define what they truly want. They live by accident, and so they die with regret. And let me offer you a courtesy. If you are listening now and you feel the sting of truth, do not despair. Awareness is the first step to change. You are not too late. You are still alive. Now, here is the curiosity hook. What would happen if you stripped away fear, if you cast aside indecision, if you fixed your mind on one definite purpose with burning desire? History shows this truth. The man who knows his purpose and commits to it fully becomes unstoppable. Think of Thomas Edison. He failed thousands of times, but never gave up on his definite purpose of bringing light to the world. Think of Henry Ford. He ignored the ridicule of experts and pursued his purpose of building a car for the common man. Their power was not in genius alone. It was in clarity of purpose and persistence of action. Most people fail to live their purpose because they never make that purpose clear. They drift, they delay, they hide behind excuses, and so their dream is buried with them. But you, my friend, have the chance to be different. Define your purpose, guard it against fear, act with decision, and persist until success is inevitable. The lesson is simple but profound. Life is not given to the dreamers who wait, but to the doers who decide. My friend, now that you understand why most people die with their dreams unfulfilled, let me show you how the few who succeed guard their purpose daily. Success is not an accident. It is the result of a system, a daily discipline that protects the dream until it becomes reality. The first principle is daily renewal of purpose. A winner begins each day by reminding himself of his definite aim. He writes it down. He speaks it aloud. He allows the vision to burn in his heart so strongly that doubt cannot extinguish it. Each morning becomes a contract with destiny. The second principle is guarding the mind. Winners know that thoughts are the seeds of destiny. They refuse to let fear, gossip, or negativity poison their soil. They fill their mind with faith, with courage, with images of their dream already achieved. The third principle is small, daily action. A winner never lets a day pass without moving one step closer to his purpose. It may be a phone call, a page written, a connection made, a plan advanced, but it is always forward motion. Dreamers delay. Winners decide. Let me tell you a story. There was a woman who longed to write a book, but with children, with work, with endless distractions, she never found the perfect time. One day she decided, I will write one page each day, no matter what. A year later, her book was finished. Not through bursts of inspiration, but through daily persistence. Her dream lived because she protected it with consistent action. Here is the emotional punch. Dreams are not stolen in one night. They are eroded day by day through neglect. If you do not protect your dream, life's distractions will bury it, and I extend to you this courtesy. Do not condemn yourself for what you have not done yesterday. Begin today. Protect your dream now, and the past will no longer matter. Now the curiosity hook. Imagine where you would be in 1 year if you took just one step daily toward your dream. Could you not transform your life entirely? The final principle is reflection. Each evening, winners ask themselves, did I honor my purpose today? Where did I falter? Where can I improve tomorrow? This self-examination keeps them aligned, while dreamers drift. So the system is clear. Renew your purpose each morning. Guard your mind from poison. Take one step daily. Reflect each night. Follow this system, and your dream will not die. It will grow stronger each day until it becomes reality. Remember, my friend, success is nothing more than the sum of small daily disciplines, repeated with faith and persistence. My friend, wisdom without action is like a seed left in a jar. It holds potential, but it never grows. To protect your dream, you must not only believe, you must act. Let me give you the practical path, the steps you can take, starting today, to achieve your dream into reality. Step 1, define it clearly. A dream that is vague remains a fantasy. Write your dream in precise words, not "I want success," but "I will build a business that earns $100,000 a year by helping others." The power of definiteness transforms a wish into a goal. Step 2, build a plan. Purpose without a plan is like a ship without a map. Break your dream into smaller milestones. Ask yourself, what can I achieve this month, this week, today? Winners move from vision to blueprint, from blueprint to action. Strong's Step 3, act immediately. Urgent delay is the assassin of dreams. Do something, however small, today. Make the call, send the email, write the page, invest the hour. Action ignites momentum, and momentum builds faith. Weasel View. Step 4, surround yourself with strength. No man succeeds alone. Align yourself with people who encourage you, who challenges you, who remind you of your greatness. Protect your dream from the doubters, for their poison can paralyze your will. Here's a story. A young man once came to me, full of ideas, but drowning in doubt. His friends laughed at him. His family told him, "Be realistic." He was ready to give up. I told him, "Find one man who believes in you and hold fast to him." He did, and with that one ally, he grew strong. He built his business and later employed the very people who once doubted him. Step 5, persist until. Every dreamer meets obstacles. Winners treat them not as walls, but as tests. When the door is shut, they knock again. When they are knocked down, they rise. Here is the emotional punch. Your dream will not test your desire once. It will test it 1,000 times. The question is, will you persist until? And here is my courtesy to you. Do not compare your beginning to another man's middle. Your journey is your own. Respect your pace, but do not stop walking. Now the curiosity hook. What might your life look like 1 year from now if you took these 5 steps starting today? Would you not stand among the rare few who lived their purpose, instead of the many who died with regret? So the practical path is clear. Define it, plan it, act now. Surround yourself with strength, persist until success is inevitable. Take these steps and you will transform your dream from a whisper into a reality that speaks to the world. Powerful ending. My friend, one day your story will end. The clock of life ticks for us all, and none escape its reach. But when that final hour arrives, you will face one of 2 truths. You will leave behind a legacy, or you will leave behind regret. Legacy is born when a man dares to live his purpose, when he acts on his vision, builds with his hands, speaks with his heart, and gives his gift to the world. Legacy is not measured in money alone. It is measured in lives touched, dreams inspired, footprints left for others to follow. Regret, however, is the silent companion of the man who waited. It whispers, "If only I had tried, if only I had acted." Regret is heavier than failure, for failure carries lessons, but regret carries nothing but emptiness. So I ask you now, what will you leave behind? Will your children, your community, your world remember you as one who dared, or as one who delayed? This is your moment, not tomorrow, not someday, but today. Seize your purpose, protect your dream, persist until it becomes your legacy. For the choice is yours, legacy or regret, and your decision begins now.